But that's not going to stop a ultimate.
Yeah.
As it will be that Conqueror on the Amumu, something we're used to. Cascada going for teleport, going to have more lane pressure that way, less solo kill potential, but I think only really the Zeri does he get rid of that teleport. And
yeah, we did see this matchup exactly. It was Maokai into Amumu. It was Ground Zero playing the Amumu up against Frank. And Amumu struggled a little bit despite Shermfire having an amazing lead on his Amumu. Maokai kind of just throws the ulti at this Amumu, and it's difficult for him to navigate these team fights. We'll see how 665 handles it.
We had a live viewing somewhere. I imagine that was in Japan. I guess it could have been in Taipei as well. Not really sure.
Could be anywhere in the world if DCG are playing.
That's true. Imagine just getting to see these guys at Worlds, you know? An introduction to the PCS, and it's like, NA, they're like, yeah, we're going to win, and then we just get DCG pulling out their drafts against them.
Yeah, Amumu, Caitlyn, mid-jungle. I don't think anyone else in the world, I don't watch every league, but I don't think anyone's playing this.
Yeah, I think the only league I never can catch is NA.
Yeah. Yeah,
because of the time.
Yeah, time zone sucks for us. LCK, really difficult for us to catch too, because we're often just casting these games at the same time.
Much more standard start to this game. No antics level 1, and Dasher is playing Zeri 1v1 against Caitlyn.
Yeah, SoftBank are being really weird about approaching this lane though, and missing a bunch of creeps. Maybe creeps they'd be zoned off anyway.
God, it's so miserable laning against Caitlyn in a duo lane where supports can do things.
Yeah.
And this is just only more miserable. Now,
yeah,
of course,
is worse.
Because Cascada's always pushed, he does have to be careful. Oh my lord.
Still ahead on HP is Cascada after taking a tower shot. This lane is just so dominated by the Caitlyn.
Okay, but that is very bad, obviously.
Yeah. Very silly. As, Dasher can trade back reasonably well. Bone plating into Caitlyn is crazy.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get much use out of that for the most part. 665, maybe learning from Shermfire and understanding you can just walk at this Maokai. Vanish Tosh will land. Very good with those.
Forrest has a flash, I think.
Forrest, he tries to look for that Bramble Smash, but it is going to be just stopped up. The flash. Oh, I thought.
Yeah, little S key push there from 665, testing Forrest nerve. It does definitely go down if he commits for the flash there.
Yeah, now, Evie coming. Taco already here, but Evie going to get stunned up, and 665 maybe going to go taken down. He will. It's first blood. Taco trying to trade back. He does. The Triumph doesn't come through, though, and has 2 kills very early on, and Dasher feeling relieved to be able to pick up a kill.
Yeah, how amazing is that for Dasher, is just getting, pummeled into his tower by a Caitlyn, gets to dash over a wall and pick up a kill for himself. Double buffs now on this Zeri as he has his bone plating proc.
Yeah,
and, it looked like 665 and Taco should just win this on the Rumble with a, stacked up Rage Bar on the Renekton, but it's the target selection that kind of damns them there.
SoftBank coaching staff and support are all looking pretty happy there in the backstage. As I would be too if I just picked up 2 kills like that. Evie doing a really good job to get his Q off before he gets CC'd.
Yeah.
So even though he is stunned, he's still outputting a lot of damage.
Yeah, and just throwing his body into the fight there, knowing his mid laner is going to be there first, and he is just so much healthier than his jungler. Tanks up all the CC from DCG, and then they try turn it onto the Maokai, who actually has Aftershock for us.
Yeah, weird. We usually see the phase rush.
Yeah, almost always.
Ooh, -1 thing.
Oh. CSing quite well in this lane is Marble. Strong laner, the MF, so despite having a Blitzcrank versus Renata, feeling okay.
Yeah, it is somewhat hard for Renata to find the same pressure as usual against a Blitzcrank.
Yeah, it's a good
You have to play around the...
Oh, Vista.
Yeah, going to get slowed up. Forrest is here, but so is 665. Oh, God, and great usage of that vision toggle, as Vista will land that hook, but not before getting taken out. Now, Feng is just going to be able to continue wailing away at Forrest. The Aftershock now procced, probably wishing he did have that phase rush now, is completely taken out, is he? And Orca's going to yoink that one for himself.
Yeah, Forrest hesitates for so long before moving over to help his laners. Vista lands a nice hook onto Feng that maybe should have been a kill. You see Maokai actually pulling the Krugs to the left side here, which makes no sense to me when this is happening to your bot lane right now. And eventually he decides to move over here once he sees the hook land, but he's just so late, and 665 Q's onto him, and I think smites away that Krug cap that Forrest was working so hard to get anyway. Bit of a misplay there.
Yeah, a little bit of relief that Orca decided to yoink that last kill, but ultimately Feng able to pick up the original kill there onto Vista, so still DCG. They are now evening up the gold for the most part, in fact slightly ahead, but nothing really to write home about.
Yeah, it's going to be Hexdrinker this time around for Taco, deciding AP in the mid and the jungle is enough. He didn't go for the Hexdrinker last game with the double AP solo lanes, but this time decides, because he's just interacting with Maokai Rumble for 90% of this game. Nice pickup. Serrated Dirk on Cascada probably means a collector.
Yeah, I imagine.
I don't think I'd like to see any other item that comes out of a Serrated Dirk. Taco level 6 here on their Necton. Very strong.
Yeah, if he is 6 as well, but not really willing to commit to it. 6 is 5, this is going to help him get to that level 6 a bit quicker, being that the Void Grubs do just have more XP involved in taking them. Look at Taco, he's having fun laning against a champion known as Rumble.
Yep, because of how strong this Renekton is with his ulti at this point in the game, they do get to pick up. You don't have the Maokai ulti to set up the Rumble to maybe make him as strong, as well as the Rumble just being down and ult. I think Evi's... Actually, I think Evi used that after the...
Yeah, just got himself a recall.
Killed the wave, got a recall. One of the strengths, one of the many strengths of Rumble. A champion that just has been a demon all year.
Yeah, good luck nerfing it.
Yeah, has been just receiving nerfs this whole time too. Feng is level 6 now, but not willing to walk up here, is aware of Maokai positioning very close to his lane. That pink ward in the try, probably something DCG would like to clear out.
Yeah, I mean, the lane state, very good for SoftBank.
Yeah, it's going to be pushing away from them now, though. Hopefully they get 6 soon on this MF at least.
Well, 665 clears out that ward, now headed to the bot side. Is going to spot out Forest. Yeah, spam where he is now. Oh, the turnaround maybe. Feng is going to land at least his ultimate. Does have flash, but oh no. Oh, it's a disaster. Nature's Grasp missing for the time, but it is denying 65 his way in, but he finds it there. Curse of the Sad Mummy, and Forest is just going to be taken out. DCG, smooth criminals, able to take down Forest for a 3rd time.
Yeah, and everyone honestly just looks kind of confused this game. I don't know what to make of these plays. Feng kind of just throws his ult at a Blitzcrank with no damage to follow it up. It's only 665 really that, you know, has a big impact on this fight, as the hook goes wide from Vista.
Yeah.
And then Forest here knocks Feng. A cleanseless Ashe should just be a free kill here, it feels like. But he just knocks her out of the Misfortunal. Just puzzling play from Forest, who kind of ults backwards too. It's blocked by Orca. 665 still manages to get in. Grabs the cleanse, honestly, is a big part of this fight to pay attention to as well. Marble now, no cleanse against Ashe. Renata.
Yeah, and looks like a dragon here. The first dragon of the game, 9 minutes in, 4-6-6-5 on this Amumu. Obviously, doesn't feel particularly contestable, although looking at top, Taco. Flash away from Evi. Wow, I did not expect that 1v1 to go so in favor of Taco, but...
Yeah, Rumble usually winning those, but the Hexdrinker making a big difference in this game, it feels like.
So flashless Rumble now on the top side.
Yeah, could be something for 665 to play around, but I really doubt it with this MF cleanse being down.
Nice. Asha able to connect there with that slow.
Yeah, keeping Caitlyn to just about a 10 CS lead. Once he does pick up these creeps.
Hook missing there from Vista. Ult coming now out of Feng. Marble should be able to trade back pretty well, but is going to have to flash away, and now Feng just wailing away at Vista's health bar. There's no way this results in a kill. In fact, I think Feng well overstepping there, meaning he ends up losing that trade, but they did manage to get out the flash there from Marble.
Yeah, and importantly, 665 has his ulti now, has his flash available.
Forrest coming down, hook lands here onto Orca, and that is going to be one very, very dead Renata. It's going to be Forest claiming that one.
Yeah, Renata without her summoner spells very vulnerable in that situation, and often why we see Kalista with this champion to pick it. Does Taco dive here?
Or Evie. Oh, it's so close. Oh no. My lord. Evie getting that level up and just taking it to Taco. It was close.
Yeah,
well played.
Disaster.
Well played there by one of the most experienced League of Legends players on the planet.
Around, yeah. Old Evie gets it done 2-0 and 1 on the Rumble now. The Taco making a very aggressive play without his Hex Drinker there. Gets punished. Forest is here to maybe try steal a Void Grub.
No ultimate though here for Forest, and I mean he is just dead. Does get the Void Grub, so it won't be 6 able to come through. But oh wait, this ult from Marble's big, and 6-5 is going to be taken out, so it's a trade. And yeah, Evie has just slain Taco yet again. So once again, SoftBank, they're doing well early on in this game. This time it's Evie with all the success.
Yeah, and Forrest kind of makes a really puzzling walk at these Void Grubs. No ulti, no flash for him on the Maokai. Just walks in without his team there and gets picked off, and it's good play from Vista and Marble to pick up that kill. We'll see what happened to Taco here.
Oh, this is
assuming
really
he just gets barbecued. This is identical to the last fight, but this time around, Evie's picked up a kill. I didn't see if the Hex Drinker popped for Taco.
It did, but
it just instantly disappeared.
Yeah. I mean, well played by Evie to realize he is stronger and punish Taco for trying to be aggressive there in the lane.
Yeah, and it looks like they've just swapped the MF into the mid lane. Honestly, MF probably fares a lot better into Caitlyn. If they do want to just side lane Dasher into this Ashe.
Yeah, and game number 3 is much the same as game number 2, other than it is burger flipped reversed. We have a stronger bot lane here coming out of DCG, and Banish toss again doesn't connect. Dasher able to sidestep away from that one and get himself back to safety. But in the mid lane, Ashe Arrow going to be exchanged for that cleanse, much shorter cooldown on the Enchanted Crystal Arrow, so that feels like a very good trade there for the bot's lane of DCG.
Yeah, and you have to wonder about 665. Oh, steals these Raptors. Will he go for a fight? No ulti on him.
Yeah, no ult, but Nature's Grasp here for the Maokai is Orca actually bringing Forest in very low now, and he's looking for that reset. One more auto attack will do it, and he does.
Yeah, honestly, Maokai Blitzcrank is looking really strong into the Renata right now, but... Oh, Ashe is dead.
Oh,
that guy has no cleanse.
Okay. Marble just getting caught out. Lost his cleanse not too long ago. Evie here to try and deal with this wave and deal some damage back. But it is now the bot lane thing especially. Wait, Chris Garter's dead.
Yeah, he got killed by
Marble?
By Dasher.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Dasher.
Just in a side lane. 3-0 out of nowhere on the Zeri.
Now Taco being looked at. All action, all the time.
Yeah, constant fighting. Leandri's finished for
Dominus
this guy.
Popped. 665 as well as Orca on the way up here. I'm not sure who wins this, but the Rumble's looking pretty good here. Taco trying to survive. It's a nice hostile takeover. Taco's got to try and get some health back, and he does, but he's going to be taken out. Can he get the reset? They do! They managed to get the reset again!
Yeah, DCG getting so much value out of this Renata right now. Orca still has heal even. And we are going to see what happened to Chris Gata here. Oh, he got TP'd on. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. I didn't think Dasher was at the point where he's killing the Caitlyn yet. So he is now 3-0 on the Zeri. Going to have his Blade of the Ruined King most likely on this recall.
Yeah, Collector finished, though, for Chris Gata. So he is still strong, but nice by Evie to obviously pick himself up a lead in that top side and now use it to try and extend a lead somewhere else, and that is going to be Dasher. He is very strong now in this game, as is Evie. Forest, 1-5.
Yeah, importantly though, this Zeri, however fed she gets, does not have cleanse because she went in the mid lane. Is going to need his QSS ASAP on Dasher if he's going to be able to carry this game the way he might need to, with the way DCG are kind of gaining an advantage now out of nowhere.
And hopefully he's... Oh, yeah, Orca going to be looked at again. Will he be able to get that revive off? No, absolutely not. But a lot was committed.
Yeah. 3 ultimates used from the side of SoftBank. They still have the Maokai ult as looks like Taco's getting the first tower.
Yeah, okay, somehow. Gonna be Taco getting himself some gold. Has that Black Cleaver picked up already. Ooh, okay. We've seen 65 solo kill solo laners before.
Yeah, the cannon I remember that.
Oh,
Oh,
and he's
here we
looking
go.
for it again. There is also the ace in the hole, extra damage to come through, and Charter Crystal Arrow, and 665 should be able to take him out. The Liandry's burn will get it.
Wow, that was so close. Forrest, I thought the Locket might have done it, and that Ash Arrow from Feng kind of salvages the play, honestly. It's these two ADCs with their global ult, semi-global in the Caitlyn, backing up 665 to take down a very fed Zeri. That's, I don't know how he does it on this champion. He looks so good on the Amumu.
Dodges everything.
Yeah, then just flashes straight onto this guy, takes out the creep wave so he can land his follow-up Qs, and this Ash arrow is crazy good from Feng. We praised this guy on the Ash. Didn't get to see much of his arrows in the previous game because they fell so far behind early on.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, it is a tragedy in the top lane matchup for old Taco. Now has a Hex Drinker against two very fed ADCs, and he's not winning his lane with it anyway.
Yeah, DCG, though, they are, as a team, up 2k gold, so they are definitely
When did
ahead.
Forrest die? Oh, just follow up after they took down this area, I guess?
Yeah, I didn't see. I guess so.
Yeah,
I guess
just respawn
280
now.
carries were down there, so...
Sixth death of the game for Forrest.
Yeah, probably the most killable Maokai I've ever seen.
Yeah, I think a few of these fights, Phase Rush would have certainly saved him, especially the bot fight around Krugs. Here's a play, bot lane hook lands onto Feng, it looks like, but... Oh, okay, so it wasn't actually...
Wow.
Yeah, okay. They actually just kill him. Nice trap from Kriskata, sets up that kill.
665, he has ult, no flash, though. Can he get in here? I mean, yes, the teleport coming through. They're looking for the fire. Bandage toss does go wide, though.
Well, no look bandage toss from 665.
Nature's Glass coming through. Taco actually the one to pick up that Rift Shield, but 665 can't find his way in, and he's just locked up. The CC chain is magnificent from SoftBank as they claim 3. Only those 280 carries left alive, and Feng will be able to slow down Marble from his advance forward. Kriskata is positioning well, dodges out there of that rocket grab, but what a CC chain coming through.
Yeah, and we saw maybe a weakness of this Amumu there. He kind of just gets killed from range. The Maokai ult feels really strong against the Amumu, as it did in the previous series we saw this matchup. It was just an equalizer and an MF ult. Watch what happens here with the equalizer is perfect from Evi. Once it comes out, they kind of funnel. You just have to cast it along the Maokai ulti, right? As they probably are lining up to dodge it. And nice MF ult to follow up. Fight is instantly over. Taco goes down. Nice and easy too. And SoftBank not realizing it was DCG who actually got the Rift Herald. Won't be able to pick that up.
Taco taking that one for himself, but still a lot of gold now given back over to SoftBank as they do close 1k of that gold lead. He's 5-1.
Yeah, monster on the Rumble. Had a bit of a quieter game for himself last time around in an identical matchup. This time around, he's just murdering his opponent, Taco.
665 now, he has 2 items. He has that Abyssal Mask online.
Yeah, most gold on his team, 665. Very strong with these items. Not even building the Abyssal Mask to enable his teammates, as we often see, just for himself.
Yeah, but it's really Dasher and Evie, the big winners so far. And, I mean, we'll see if they can get it done. It is DCG overall ahead, but no one even compares to the amount of gold that either of those 2 carries on the side of SoftBank have, so...
Yeah, and we saw how useful the MF... MF used to be thought of as a champ that maybe falls off, but, I mean, you saw it last game, how much damage she was doing at 6 items. Marble has the MF again.
665 nearly with flash. It's where SoftBank have to start being very cautious around the Amumu.
Yeah, has to play in these pockets of vision to 665 because these Maokai ultis are too strong if he tries to play a straight-up team fight. Kriskata going to be getting this top wave. Lead kind of dissipated now for this Caitlyn. Rough for Kriskata when he was doing so well in his lane. I mean, first of all, to take that turret shot and then Dasher to roam and grab a kill and an assist without really investing much time at all. As Orca in trouble.
Yeah, Equalizer comes out. He's able to flash away from that rocket grab now, and Channel Crystal Arrow goes wide. And with that, I think so much used, probably not wanting to commit to anything further.
Yeah, SoftBank can just wait for these cooldowns again, especially the Rumble ulti. Very important with how fed Evi is in this game. Cruzada TPing in now.
Yeah, looking for
Gonna hit the dragon.
Priority over the dragon. 280 carries. He'll take this out pretty quickly. It is the Infinity Edge now finished for Cruzada. So he's going to be doing a lot of damage, especially if he gets any uptime on these carries. He's trying to look for Nature's Grasp, but he's just going to get taken out. Hostile takeover lands onto 2. Marble doing a lot of damage to his own team. A 65 gets in, gets out. And that's 2 kills very early. Both these tanked, both engage. For the side of SoftBank going down as Dasher going to have to use that QSS to get himself away, but Feng just flashes after him. He's got the barrier. He's got the damage. The flash forward from Marble, though, answers back, and Taco getting very, very low. Maybe able to survive. He will be able to do so. And it's DCG who take the team fight.
Yeah, and with Taco's TP, they might actually be able to take the bear, and they decide to not go for it. Dasher using both his sums there, goes down. Forrest goes down so early in that fight. Had to find a way around the trap line on the Maokai, but ends up just walking into a bunch of members of DCG and getting one shot in this fight. Way out of position on the Maokai. You have such fed carries here, but not able to utilize them at all. I mean, the Zeri isn't even here yet. Only just finished his TP now.
And arrived exactly when he gets hit by that hostile takeover too.
Yeah. MF ulti just to zone at this point, back DCG up, but then SoftBank decide to chase afterwards regardless, down so many members. Understandable because of how strong they're probably feeling on these carries, but...
And Marble, I mean, gets the shutdown, so it is a lot of gold onto this misfortune, but once again, it was DCG who take that team fight, only one of them going down, and you see the coaching staff there as well as Tide. Very happy with how things went.
Yeah, Marble putting out some significant damage as well as Evi, but it's Cruzada and Feng out-damaging everyone else.
Jana Cristiano lands onto Evi. Nature's Grasp does come through, but it's onto Taco and it's onto Orca. Those are not the team members you want to be finding here as they engage for SoftBank. Now, hostile takeovers coming through. Banished Toss will miss there for 665. He has ability to use his ultimate. He's got the second usage, and somehow he's managed to find Dasher. He cancels the dash as well. For his namesake, he's not looking too hot as that dash gets cancelled from the Amumu ult.
Yeah, can they look for Baron?
All that gold now off the map. Taco, he can teleport back. Feng starting on this Baron. There's no ult for the Amumu. Maybe there's a way back in. You see Evi teleporting in. No equalizer for him on the Rumble. But Forrest and Vista are not sure that this should be DCG's Baron. Evi trying to cancel. But 665 Bandage tosses in. It's a fantastic bullet time. But 665 cancels it. He will be taken out. It's an answer back, though. It's a fantastic team fighting from both teams. But the 4v5 means that DCG just have too much power. And Cruzada collects a triple.
Yeah, Taco getting that TP off was such a big deal. Evi almost stops him, but they do manage to kill the Amumu at the end of the day, and that is going to stop the Baron attempt from DCG. Still not great if you're the side of SoftBank. The gold lead now growing to 5k for the side of DCG, but at least you stopped the Baron and you kept yourselves in the game off the back of a really nice MF ulti from Marble. And yeah, Evi almost stops this back, and it's the the MF ulti that just makes this fight remotely playable. 665 pretty heroic stopping that. I think 2 members of DCG maybe even go down if he doesn't sacrifice himself there.
Yeah,
and then
I think
it's SoftBank looking for the Baron if that happens.
I think Forrest could have blocked that Q.
Yeah, probably.
And if that Q gets blocked, if that bullet time doesn't get cancelled, it's probably just almost a complete wipe. But 665
Amumu did the most damage in that fight.
Most damage in that fight without ultimate, by the way.
Yeah, kind of insane on this Amumu is 665.
Now Baron once again by started up by DCG. Nice hook from Vista is going to collect some names, and a 1,000 gold shutdown goes over to Evies. He claims 2 kills, but the team fight is not exactly sure yet. Forrest should be able to secure the kill there onto the Ash. Will do so. A 65 trying to be heroic, but won't be. Only Taco survives. It's 4 members now of SoftBank off the back of Evies' heroic team fighting, and they should be able to pick themselves up this Baron, and they should be well within this game.
Yeah, risky to start the Baron against the Maokai Rumble. SoftBank really leave it to the absolute last second to get that Baron, which is optimal, and they get rewarded for it. Incredible ulti from Evi in that fight. As well as the hooks are just been so easy for Vista. What a dream for Vista. He's been hooking Orca all game because he's rooted by the Maokai ult. Someone has to block it. And yeah, Evie carrying this fight, even getting the Amumu ult out of 665. Forrest able to tank up long enough, actually finishing off Bang. And these carries just free hitting on the side of SoftBank.
Yeah, and it was Cascada. He tried to use that 90 caliber net to get out of the Nature's Grasp, but gets hit by it just before he uses it, so goes nowhere. If he walks up to him and just one-shots him.
Yeah, that was an 8-1-3 Caitlyn too. Massive on the Caitlyn was Cascada.
Yeah, still is, of course, as this Dragon being looked at. Marble. Marble's going to lose his cleanse. It's a fantastic ult coming through from Feng. But here comes 665. It's a one-man Amumu. That's not what you wanted. It only being onto the Maokai means Forrest is able to get in there and maybe just get out. The flash forward from SoftBank. It's a hostile takeover. It's massive as Taco flashes forward. He sees his moment and he finds it. Cascada finds one, but Evie is so damn strong. Running at the carries. A triple kill for Marble. A team fight win from SoftBank. And they're looking good now in game number 3.
Yeah, I was worried about Marble losing his cleanse so early in that fight to the Ashe Arrow, well placed by Feng, but the fight is not even close. 665 without his flash, not really able to find impact on that Amumu ulti. And like you said, it's Evie. Marble even got an extra kill in that fight on his own mid laner. Hopefully we'll get to see that in the replay. He 100-0 Dasher in the Renata ulti. As Dasher probably wishes Marble could have saved his cleanse in this fight, certainly. And I'm surprised 665 doesn't commit the flash here onto the MF and Zeri too. Ends up just ulting the Maokai. Uncharacteristic mistake here. And Forrest gets out on a sliver of HP. Watch Marble one-tap his teammate here. This is fantastic. Finishes off Taco afterwards. And Evie is still full HP in this fight, by the way. Just barbecuing Cascada on the back line.
Yeah, now this Cloud Dragon should be picked up for SoftBank. Baron going down in 30 seconds. They may choose to try and use what is left of that to their advantage, but not really much play really to come out of that 30 seconds. So just claiming some jungle camps for themselves. Taco trying to be annoying on this Renekton.
Yeah, and Cloud Soul, not everyone's favorite, but it is very good for the side of SoftBank, I think, this game. Anytime you have a Zeri, you feel pretty good to pick that up.
Maokai goes wide. Taco going to use that Dominus and so much CC coming through onto Forrest, but he is, as you said, just so tanky. Nice Nature's Grasp, even nicer Equalizer as Orca is so low. 665, he's trying to find the way in, dashing with that QSS, does get himself out, but the reset comes through. 665 is ever living. Evie trying to find all the damage that he can, but it's not going to be all that much as he just comes back out of that golden onto a trap. Now the two carries are absolutely still alive. The bullet time not going to find the damage. Taco trying to get there to cancel it. And 65 finds his way onto Dasher. 65 does have one more bandage toss, but does go wide. The handshake, however, on the other side from Orca finds its mark, and the reset for Cascada is gonna come through. The health totals are so low. Dasher's trying to come. He's trying to get in, but it's Cascada, the superior auto attack range on the Caitlyn to get it done, and this will be sole point now for DCG.
Yeah, Dasher, no way to reach either of these carries in that fight, and Vista, he did the thing. He hooked the Amumu and got punished for it. They're getting so much value out of these Renata Ws in this fight, as it looks like Forrest is caught, but look how much he tanks here, and you're fighting in a choke ultimately against Maokai Rumble. Forrest gets his ulti off. Evie ults along it, as he has done very well in this fight. Cascada positions amazingly well, and then Vista probably overcommitting onto the Amumu here. As a 665 somehow survives, you can cleanse the Amumu ulti, or QSS the Amumu ulti, but then the hostile takeover takes you out of the fight if you are Dasher, and maybe if you're Marble, you have to hold this ulti and let Forrest flash onto someone. Miscommunication from SoftBank. Forrest goes one way, his MF ults the other. They do take out the Amumu, and well played by this MF to pick up a couple kills off the end. Feng almost goes down to the
Dasher should have just taken those honey fruit. They're just sitting there waiting for him.
Yeah, could have, but 280 carries that outrange him on the Zeri. Make light work of Dasher there.
Oh, it's the little things in those fights too. In the middle of that fight. Oh, hold up. Forest being looked at again. There's so much CC coming down, but he is once again so tanky. The hook onto Orca. There's no resets to come through in this team fight now as the ace in the hole, not going to have that damage onto Forest. Nothing is. QSS coming through though, and 665's in the middle of everyone. 665 is cooking people, but Chris Carter, he's last alive and he's taken out. Now only Fing, who is on the most minute total of HP, will be able to get back. He will be able to get to his base, but now it's up to him to try and defend against 3 very strong members of SoftBank.
And frankly, I don't think he can. Vista has flash on the Blitzcrank. This should just be a cakewalk for SoftBank to finish this game, I think.
Can he get these minions?
They don't have much of a wave, yeah. Oh no, here comes another wave. Yeah, this should just be GG.
Orca's back and Orca has ult.
Okay. Oh, do they still go for it?
I don't think they can. Orca can just get hooked if he wants to. Yeah, they are doing it very quick, but a handshake comes through. The hostile takeover. It hits Team F, but the cleanse is there. But still, Fing is doing a lot of damage. So is Marble, though, but it's 1 kill for Fing. A second kill for Fing. Here is Forest will go forward, but the reset's there if he needs it. No, it does time out, but Marble can be taken down. He does manage to find 1 kill, but will also go down. There's 3 members of DCG respawning and 3 members of SoftBank going down.
Yeah, Dasher just TPs to get out on the map and kill some of these waves is going to just maybe pose a question to DCG, how they want to handle him in the bot lane as they run to the Baron now. Completely uncontestable for the side of SoftBank. Vista does get his flash onto Feng there, but honestly just outplayed by the DCG bot lane. No one is able to follow up. As I think Marble had to use his cleanse on not the hostile takeover. I wasn't sure what happened. Evi's here.
Evie is here, but 665 is the only one in that pit. And actually, it's Evie that might be being looked at. Chris Carter gets over that wall, and oh my lord.
Yeah, now you're down a member against this Baron buff. How much damage can DCG do? 2 minutes on the Dragon means that it won't be Soul going over to the way of DCG.
Chris Carter is almost full build.
Yeah, ridiculously fed on the Caitlyn. Picked up a kill there again.
16 and 4. He has teleport. He's pushing out this top wave. He can just look to remain in the side lane. Dasher doing much the same over in that bottom lane, but Taco should be able to answer it. Now, there is no teleport available for Taco, but Dasher recalling means it should be okay for him to just push out 1 wave, rejoin his team, or continue down on that bot lane if he so chooses. Marble, no cleanse. 665 has his flash. Wait for the timer of this Curse of the Sad Mummy, because it could be a game-deciding and series-deciding, ultimately, team fight that's ahead of us.
Yeah, Dasher actually pretty intelligently managed to get a tier 2 while DCG overcommit members to the Baron.
Vista almost landing a hook there onto 665. I'm not sure he would have wanted that based entirely upon Marble and his lack of cleanse, but does go wide. 65 now will start to look more aggressively, although Evie is back on the map. They don't have to commit to anything too much. Nature's Grass coming out, and Taco's not there. Taco does not have teleported. Chris Carter's locked up, but he is surviving. He has lifesteal. Down will go Fing, though. Fing is taken out, and that's a hostile takeover. That's the Mumu ult. Everything used. Dasher, but Dasher goes over the wall and finds a Taco, and Taco at 65 is just taking him out. He has to flash over the wall. Chris Carter looking for the reset, not able to find a Marble. He's got the healing, but Taco flashes over and finds him. Now Dasher, he's got a kite away from this Renekton, and he is able to do so. Vista and Dasher versus Taco and 665, and Dasher still with that ult going, but not able to keep it up. It is just going to ultimately be a 3-for-3. No real winners other than Baron's now taken off. The pressure off the map now, and SoftBank, they have defended once again.
Yeah, you feel okay about getting the Barons off with this enemy team, but they use a lot of flashes. The play is good. Feng loses his cleanse here, so Forrest is happy to pull the trigger and set up a hook for Vista. The hostile takeover is pretty terrible from Orca going off the map. Also, Dasher jumps into this Renekton, loops back around after flashing here, just steps straight onto a trap and makes this kind of scary for the Zeri, but Taco's not ultimately able to get onto him.
Chris Carter almost one-shot that misfortune, by the way. Yeah. I didn't see it in the fight, but yeah. He was like 1 HP that entire fight, doing 8,000 damage. Evie with a fantastic equalizer, just sitting on top of Chris Carter there while he's locked up by that Nature's Grasp. And time again, he's finding so much value out of that equalizer. Now, this could be, once again, the final team fight of the game. Both teams are so strong. Nothing separating them in this series or in this game.
Yeah, here's
Nature's
the
Glass coming down. Taco should be able to tank it up, and Feng landing the ult there onto the Maokai. Now this is going to be Taco almost immediately taken out. Can they find a reset? Absolutely not. But Feng and Chris Carter are able to do damage. It's a really nice bullet time. Taco goes out of that GA. It's the Dragon. It's 2 kills. Dasher gets hit by that Amumu Q, but will cleanse it. And now Marble running away. He's finding a lot of damage, but it's going to be Chris Carter. Chris Carter's running forward now. The hook misses, but it connects onto 665, who will narrowly escape. And Chris Carter, 90 caliber net forwards. He's just going forward. He's continuing on forward. And Marble, there is no escape. Chris Carter is inevitable. And DCG will take game number 3.
Wow, well played by Chris Carter to clean up those kills and guarantee his team can end the game. DCG have a flawless team fight. The Maokai ulti looked really good from Forest, but they weren't able to follow up. There we go. We've been missing these fights, the split where we have ADCs doing 12k, 11k damage. That might be the most damage I've seen in a single fight.
Chris Carter just getting it done. I mean, pretty much playing Caitlyn the opposite of how it usually goes. Actually, Dasher came out of lane with much more gold than Chris Carter, but these team fights, it was Chris Carter doing all the damage, everyone around him just utility bots.
Yeah, and she's ultimately not a bad scaling pick.
Yeah.
The Caitlyn's weakness is in the mid-game. Yeah, she'll win her lane very early on, and she needs to do that to get to about 3 items. From 3 items, she actually becomes a monster scaling champ because of her auto-attack range. And I think that's a very frustrating loss for SoftBank. I think they were in a position to win that game based on how strong Evie was.
Yeah.
As well as just a 3-0 Zeri.
Yeah, Dasher and Evie very, very strong, but I think